here, and here's the question. Do you have a date lined up? You get those first date jitters. You want to make a great impression here. Well, I'm glad that you're watching at this particular moment because etiquette expert Maggie Oldham is here to talk about modern dating etiquette do's and don'ts. I think, Maggie, this could be just a good confidence builder for somebody who, maybe hasn't been in the dating scene for a while or hasn't felt like they've had a lot of success doing it. So what are some of the things that you kind of help people through in these social situations?
Sure. So a lot of times when we hear the word etiquette, we think of our grandmother's dating rules of do's and don'ts. But etiquette is really the way that we relate to each other and the way that we behave. And our behavior can really put us at a competitive advantage when it comes to the dating pool.
I guess we look for any advantage that we can get here. I'm thinking of opening doors, the traditional things that our society says this is what men should do to be chivalrous, to treat their woman with respect.
So I think chivalry never goes out of style. And if we walk through a first date, for example, dinner at a restaurant, some do's and don'ts. The gentleman should open doors for ladies, and you could even go so far as to pull out a chair, but you definitely want to make sure that you offer her choice of seat at the table.
Smartphones, okay. I'm guessing this is a whole different world from, when my wife and I first started dating. There were no smartphones. Just put it on vibrate. Leave it in the car. Don't have it with you. Certainly don't pull it out and start looking down at it while somebody's having a conversation.
Yes, absolutely no smartphones on the table at a dinner date. Keep them in your handbags or in your pockets. If you are expecting a call for an emergency situation, let your date know ahead of time.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than if you're talking with someone and they're looking down at your phone and you think, oh God, I'm boring the heck out of this person. What about, this could get tricky. Beverages. What do you do when you're ordering drinks?
Yeah, so it's absolutely fine to order drinks if that's something you like to do, but I always tell my clients to keep it to a 2-drink minimum, especially in the first early stages of dating.
Because you forgot all the rules and how they apply here. What about when the bill comes? I mean, that should be a no-brainer too, right? Or have rules changed?
So this one gets a little tricky, and I think rules have changed. So traditionally we would say the man should pick up the bill, but times are changing and we want to modernize this rule. So the official etiquette rule is that the person who invites you to dinner or to the date is identifying themselves as the host, and it's their responsibility to pick up the tab. So for gentlemen, if you're inviting a lady, the gentleman should be expected to pay, and if a lady is inviting a gentleman on a date, she should be prepared to take care of the bill. Now, if the gentleman grabs it from her and offers to pay, she should let him and not put up a fight just to prove that she's a nice person.
Okay, there are official rules that apply to that. Okay, let's assume that the date went well. I mean, that's my feeling is the date went well. I hope you feel the same way, but then when you follow up and you connect and you see it a lot in movies and stuff, how long do I wait to reach out to that person? How do I do it? Do people still make phone calls or do they text? What are the rules when it comes to staying in touch?
So texting seems to be the most used form of communication when it comes to dating, especially in those early days. And so I always say, a thank you text the next day just to follow up and say you had a great time is totally appropriate, and you should do that. You should follow up the next day.
What if you didn't have a great time?
I always say keep text light and fun and sweet, and any kind of heavy conversations you need to have shouldn't be done over texting because they can often be misconstrued.
All right. Do we cover everything, or are there any more tips you want to part
So just always remember what your mother told you. Say please and thank you, and put your best foot forward.
Okay, very good. I would like to say thank you very much. Very nice.
Thank you. Great handshake.
I try to make eye contact the whole time and stay focused. All the stuff my mom taught me. Maggie Oldham is a modern etiquette coach. I think it's great that people want to learn how to better themselves. You've got a blog that provides tips where you can navigate everything from the dining situation to meetings, social gatherings. We could talk for a long time here, but we got to go. So we're going to hook you up at fox59.com/links. Perry Meridian High School.
Perry Meridian
so Maggie, you're
alum.
local, and great to have you with us. Thanks so much.